We were in court, from the Court of Appeal, the Environment and Land Court asked NEMA to clean up Owino Uhuru within 4 months. That is in 2020. They failed to do it. The Court of Appeal gave them 1 year to clean up. They refused. We have talked to government to release money to mobilize cleanup of Owino Uhuru. They were told if they have not done anything within 3 months, they must relinquish that money to me as CJ to do the cleanup. Now they are here spending money that they are not supposed to spend and weaponizing the county against us. They're asking the county to arrest us. What have we done? Because we are asking them to follow the law. This is wrong. We are going to court, we are going to arrest them because it doesn't matter. Even if someone is within government and they are breaking the law, they are taking the law into their own hands, they have to be arrested. So we are here to oppose what they are doing. We are not going to accept NEMA to subvert the law. The Supreme Court was very clear. If they have not done anything within 3 months of the judgment, they must leave that money to CJ to clean up. I'm here as the executive director of CJ. I'm not batting eyelids with them. They are against, they are doing what is illegal, they are mobilizing the county. Wanasema mimi nachochea watu. Nimechochea watu vipi? I have won the case against them at 3 courts, even at Supreme Court. What are they doing? So we are opposing that. My name is Phyllis Omido, the Executive Director of Center for Justice, Governance and Environmental Action. I won the case against NEMA. They were told to pay CJ 700 million. That's what they are going to do. It doesn't matter what meetings they hold. Nimewaandikia nikawaambia it's illegal. I cannot do something against what the court has ruled. The Supreme Court did not ask them to mobilize people. The Supreme Court told them if 3 months imeisha, since 6th December, which was the judgment day, their day ended March 6th. If they have not said what they have done for the community, they should pay. That's what the court said. So which meetings are we attending? It's an illegal meeting. I'm going to arrest every one of them. Every one of them. It doesn't matter what title they are holding. I am going to arrest them. Tell them. As a Kenyan, as a citizen, they are going to follow the law whether they like it or not. And I'm coming for them.
Kwa majina ni Hamisi Dio. Mimi ni Hamisi Dio, mmoja wa waathiriwa wa lead poisoning wa Owino Uhuru. Kitu chenye mimi kinaniuma nimeenda na wewe kotini, nimekushinda, umesimama kidete, umeenda Court of Appeal. Umengangana, tumeenda na wewe mpaka Supreme. Leo hii urudi wewe ni mzuri. Utakuwa mzuri wa nini kwangu? Saa hii wanakaa kwa mkutano wenye hawafai hata kukaa. Koti ilisema kwamba kama wameshindwa kufanya remediation ndani ya siku 120, ina maana mwenye alisimamia ile kesi 90 days. Mwenye amesimamia ile kesi anastahili kufanya hiyo shughuli. Saa hii wanakaa hapa wakifanya nini? Hii ni pesa ya mwananchi.
Alafu wanasema eti mimi nataka pesa. Ndio nataka pesa. What will they do? I won and I have proven over the years that I'm the only person who has stood by the community. Sai wameleta ma MCA and people who have been in Owino Uhuru for the past 2 years. They don't know what happened.
Sai watu wanakufa na lead. Sai mnaenda kuweka mkutano. Wakazi gani? Watu wangapi wanakufa sai Owino Uhuru? Wangapi sai ni vilema Owino Uhuru? Vilema mpaka sai wanazaliwa.
Tutawashika. Tell them we are arresting them. We are arresting all of them. Ngoja, we are getting orders. We are arresting them. They cannot do things against the law. We won in court. They were told to pay. They can do nothing. Yes. Wawache walipe pesa. Wawache kitu ile wanafanya kwa sababu sasa wanachochea asasi za serikali. If they go and tell the assistant county commissioner eti mimi nimechochea, why are they lying? Alafu anawaambia muende, mmesikia akisema muende mchukue
mpe judgment saa hii, angalie huyo mama judgment.
Wanamwambia ati Phyllis anachochea community, anawaambia muende mtoe OB mshtaki tumshike. Hiyo ni haki. Is that how Kenya works? I won. They must follow what the Supreme Court says. Hakuna koti nyingine. There is no other order that they can enforce. They are doing what is called contempt of court right now, and we are going to arrest them. Wote, ngoja mtaona, nitawaita. Wote ambao wako kwa hiyo mkutano tunaenda kuwaweka ndani because they are breaking the law.
Thank you. My name is Getonga Erastus, head of the legal department at NEMA. And as introduced by my brother here, I wish to tell us where we are at. This matter, of course, began way back in the year 2016 the Environment and Land Court in Mombasa pronounced itself by way of a judgment dated July 2020. And that judgment, it found the government, as represented by the Ministry of Environment and the Ministry of Health, and together with the several state agencies, as culpable, and went ahead to give a compensation award. And over and above the compensation award, there was an order for remediation or restoration of the polluted environment. And that was supposed to be done within a period of 120 days. And NEMA was required to report every quarter, periodically, to the court on the status of remediation. Before the 120 days could expire or could come to an end, NEMA, of course, exercised its right, just like any other party, exercised its right of appeal and moved to the Court of Appeal. And the Court of Appeal having, when at the Court of Appeal, the Court of Appeal suspended implementation of the judgment of the Environment and Land Court, which means the days stopped counting. The 120 days, the 3 months, the 4 months you're hearing stopped counting because there was a stay of execution order. Eventually, the Court of Appeal did determine the matter and allowed the appeal, and found that the case should go back for retrial. So in short, what we are saying is that the Court of Appeal found that the judgment was not 100%. So the orders over the matter goes back to retrial. All this time, the stay orders counting remediation was still in suspense, or rather suspended, and therefore we could not embark on remediation because of that. And I think that is just a matter of fact. Of course, the matter again progressed to the Supreme Court of Kenya. And at the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal judgment, cancelling or varying the original court judgment was set aside. And the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court, made a decision now in December 2024. I believe around the 16th of December 2024, a decision was made to the effect that the original judgment that required compensation be paid, that required remediation be done, that required regulations on chemicals be prepared, takes effect. 16 December 2024, and the Supreme Court pronounced in its judgment that the respondents, in this case NEMA, the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Environment, EPZA, Export Processing Zones Authority, the Metal Refinery Limited, the Penguin Paper Limited, all the parties that were found culpable by the original court were given 4 months within which to remedy or to continue to conduct the remediation of the environment. 16th of December 2024 to now, if you count 4 months backwards, you will see that we are still within the space of 4 months. And as we stand here today, we have embarked on the remediation process. And not only are we doing what we are doing in remediation, including what brought us here today, but we have also filed a preliminary report to the court. And I think this is what parties were required to do, that you file a preliminary report, you file reports showing the court the progress of the matter. And I believe in a few days to come, at some point, probably when the petition has moved the court, we'll be having a sitting or a mention date before the court, the Environment and Land Court in Mombasa, with a view of now making these presentations, including any disagreements, as we have seen some today, before the court in the ELC. I believe entirely it is not for the parties or for the petitioners or the respondents to dictate how to proceed, because we have already filed a report and it is in compliance and in keeping with the judgment of the court. And if it is not, then the court will so find when we go for mention before the court. But we, on our part, we believe that what we have filed is a demonstration of the remediation process, how it has started, and remediation process is not a quick thing. You need to sensitize the public, prepare the public for what is going to happen in the remediation process, which is what we are on a fast track to. And what we filed in court includes even a work plan or a roadmap as to how long it might go, or how what we anticipate to do. And the court will guide us when we have a mention date in court as to how far we can go. Thank you.